I wish I could try and explain to you in what awe I am right now, having just spoken to our next guest here, who has a CV, by the way, that reads like an absolute dream. He's a social entrepreneur, an entrepreneur of business. He is a choreographer, a writer, author extraordinaire, dancer extraordinaire, one of the most crowned dancers in South Africa, a man who graduated from TUT, from the Dance Theatre School there. Then in 2002, he was awarded an international scholarship to dance in Denmark. He's a jazz dancer, he's a hip-hop dancer, he's a kwaito dancer, contemporary dancer. I could name them all. He does them all. Beyond all of that, he carries one of the most mythical and most respected names in African history. His name, Paul Modjadji. Morena,
thank you, Ken.
My goodness, where do I even start with you? Tell me a little bit about Paul Modjadji. You've been extremely successful in your career. Where it is that you come from?
Yes, absolutely. Hammanskraal is home. I was born there a couple of years ago. I wouldn't want to reveal my age. I feel like a fossil. And yeah, you know, I started dancing at a very young age. In spite of the fact that we didn't have resources in Hammanskraal, as you can imagine, most townships don't have those structures. And yeah.
You've been working super hard since then. You've come to great achievements. I mean, I've got to be reading these when you think about it. You were crowned, the very first African to be crowned the European Star Dance Union World Dance Champion in the jazz category. Tell me about that award, how it all came about in your life.
I pretty much qualified here at home to be part of the South African team that went to represent us in Croatia in 2011.
Yes.
And, you know, to my surprise, as I keep saying, I was crowned as a winner that year. And I think, you know, I say to my surprise because I think I didn't go there with the mindset of winning, because we always think we are subsequent to a lot of international talent, you know? So I was crowned the international champion in 2011 in that category.
In the jazz category. And then you go beyond that, where in 2012 you won the Global Young Leaders Award in Washington, D.C. So what does that mean when you are a Global Young Leader Award and you've won that and it's presented to you in Washington, D.C.?
It means that I've been identified as a young person that has a potential to carry the torch forward for the next generation.
Wow.
So they go all over the world just scouting young people that they think have potential somewhere, somehow, to lead. And I was chosen within the arts spectrum.
It's kind of like you've lived up to your name in the biggest way possible. I mean, Ruaka Modjadji, the Rain Queen, and you are actual lineage of that bloodline.
It's a tough task, I tell you.
Really?
Absolutely. I think, you know, as I've always had this pressure to sort of represent my grandmother and my cousin and my family name.
Just, you know, I think there might be some people who are looking at the screens thinking, tell everyone quickly who your grandmother and who your cousin are.
The former Mokope, the Rain Queen, as well as subsequently my cousin, Makobo.
And these are ladies that were deemed to have mythical powers, such as to control the clouds, to control the rain, and thus control the destiny of the people. And you're doing that in quite a big way, because you've taken it upon yourself to start something called the Dare to Dream campaign. Yes. And you are challenging youngsters out there, giving them the torch and the power to dictate their dreams. Tell me about how you started off that Dare to Dream campaign.
I think my story is not unique to a lot of people in South Africa, you know? So many people have got dreams, but they don't know where to begin. They don't know what the next step is. But, you know, I always say to young people out there that it really just starts with a dream. You know, if you can have that dream and you can just put one foot in front of the other, you really can become the biggest thing that you can possibly become.
Wow. And where is it that you see yourself in the next, 5 years? Because you've already come so far.
I have a lot of work ahead of me, Kat. You know, I always say that a great leader is judged by how many people stand behind him. And I think there's still so many young people. I mean, I do a lot of work with Kulisa Social Solutions, where we go into communities as well, trying to inspire young people to just begin to dream.
Wow.
To begin to see it for themselves. Because I know that that's what got me up to this far. The fact that I had a dream as a young person.
Well, man, reading out the words of Martin Luther King Jr. himself, I had a dream. We're about to see this man perform right after this ad break. Catch all this inspiration coming up after these.